So I've done 2 wishlist videos for Marvel Spider-Man 2 already, and they both did really good, but I thought I milked that train enough, but I guess not. I got one more wishlist for this game, and that's gonna be symbiote suits. I've talked about regular suits in my wishlist videos, but I never thought about symbiote suits for some reason, so yeah, that's gonna be today's video. Before we get into today's video, do you enjoy watching Spider-Man content on YouTube? If so, you found the perfect channel to join. For an affordable price of only $2 a month, you can get exclusive access to priority reply to comments, these cool custom badges I made myself, as well as some Spider-Man emojis.
But wait, there's more!
And lastly, you can get early access to content. If any of that sounds interesting, what are you waiting for? Join today. Thank you for your time. Back to your regularly scheduled content. Okay, so I would like to start off with something everyone may not actually know about, or if you do know about it, people probably didn't expect me to do this or like choose this suit. And I think if this suit were in the game, that it would just be like a really fun like Easter egg suit. By the way, this list is in like no order except for like the last one. The last one is the one I want the most. But the first one on my list is actually going to be the original comic symbiote suit. No, not that one. This one right here. There we go. This is the original design for the symbiote suit before it became the symbiote suit. This was like concept art, I think, but it's literally just the comic symbiote suit, but instead of white, it's red. And I think this would again just be a cool Easter egg thing because this was like the original concept art of the suit. If you didn't know, this suit was originally intended, I think, to be like some sort of armor suit from Reed Richards given to Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment. But then they ended up changing it to like a white logo and turning it into, you know, the symbiote eventually. And speaking of which, the next suit on the list is actually the comic symbiote suit, the one that, you know, we all know. So I'm assuming like they will likely have 2 versions of this. One version will be similar to like this suit from Marvel Spider-Man, and the other will be this but symbiote, and I think that's totally fine. Like that's perfect actually. I do wonder if they will make a version with like the suit cloth and then like another version with like the suit being an alien, or just cloth, if that makes sense. If they do just cloth, like that's totally fine. I think a comic one with a more alien look would be beast though, to be honest, in my opinion. But yeah, moving on to the next symbiote suit I would like to see is actually this, the Web of Shadows symbiote suit. And this is for like one reason and one reason only. Honestly, it's just to essentially like kind of pay homage to what came before as far as symbiotes and like Venom in video games. And I mean, the Web of Shadows symbiote suit looks kind of cool, so why not? Speaking of Web of Shadows, I do also want to talk about like some Venom suits I want, and I hope that they can let us choose a skin for Venom. That would be like so fucking dope in my opinion, and maybe not the first playthrough. We should be allowed to do this, maybe like after our first playthrough, like a new game plus, we could change the Venom look. I think that would be so fucking insane and like just really cool if they did that. So with that, I would also like to see the Web of Shadows Venom design. I don't know about y'all, but I heavily fuck with the symbiote design for Venom and Web of Shadows. I like how the spider spans across his chest and it kind of looks like sharp and like feathery sort of. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that was the right word, feathery. But his eyes look cool, his mouth looks good, major pause. But yeah, I fuck with Web of Shadows Venom design, so heavy, and like, I just think that would be a cool thing to implement in the game. Speaking of Venom suits, let's go over one more for now, and then we'll get to another one later. Spider-Man 1994, the animated series, Venom cell shaded. This would go absolutely fucking stupid. Do you hear me? Like, look at this Venom look. It's iconic because the design is just great and like faithful to the comics, and as well the red and blue shading just hits different. This needs to be in the game if they allow us to choose different Venom skins. I absolutely love this Venom design, and this is what a lot of people grew up on, I would say at least. Speaking of Spider-Man 1994, I also want to see that symbiote suit. It's amazing. Just look at it. It's the comic suit, but he's more muscular. The spider emblem's a little different from the comic version, but this suit is like just amazing in general. Like I just fuck with the cartoon so heavy. And as well, this cartoon is what changed the whole Venom symbiote story arc for decades now. So not paying homage to this cartoon by at least putting in its symbiote Spider-Man design would be a crime, okay? A fucking crime. Next suit is from another cartoon, and I think a lot of people actually would like to see these. But Spectacular Spider-Man's symbiote suit, and a lot of people want all three versions. Me personally, I only like the first and the third version of the symbiote suit in the cartoon, so I would be fine with those two. The second one, I don't really like it. I don't see the hype behind it. But honestly, maybe instead of animation version of these suits, I would totally rather see an actual like physical model of the suit, which by the way does actually already exist for Marvel Spider-Man on PC, and they look really good in my opinion. So I would rather them make the suits like physical models like this for Spectacular Spider-Man and not any other adaptation. This is the only adaptation I think like a physical model of the suit could work from a cartoon look, if that makes sense. Next up, I would like to see a TASM 2 symbiote suit, and technically we never got an actual TASM 2 symbiote suit, but it would be fine if they just did like a recolor like Raimi did for his symbiote suit. Speaking of Raimi, I also don't think I've mentioned that suit in this list until now. I guess it would be cool, but I also didn't want to do like super obvious picks. I wanted to try and do some more obscure ones, but I also feel like the Raimi symbiote suit is already like most definitely going to be in the game, so I didn't really bother giving it its own spot. But yeah, in general, TASM 2 symbiote suit would be dope. Second before the last suit I would like to see is the Ultimate Spider-Man symbiote suit. This one's pretty cool and it's different because, you know, instead of blue shading, it has purple shading, which I think is really dope because my favorite color clearly is purple. So yeah, I would love to see this suit in the game as well. Again, if that Venom skin thing could be possible, Ultimate Venom looks pretty dope as well. Speaking of Venom, this is the one suit I absolutely would love to see. Like, I want this suit over everything else on this list in the game besides the 90s Spider-Man symbiote suit. That's the only suit that can trump this next suit. Other than that, this is the suit I really want to see in the game. But this next suit I want to see is the Spider Shadow suit from the comics, where Peter turns into Venom essentially because he doesn't end up taking the symbiote suit off. It's a what if comic. And look, this design is so menacing and just like off-putting, creepy. The eyes or nose or whatever the fuck's going on the face, like the face in general just looks scary. The spider symbol expands across his body. What is it with me and symbiote designs with spiders spanning across the chest? It looks cool, okay? I fucking love it. And then this suit actually as well seems to have some color shading, like it looks like there's red and blue / purple, and those claws. Oh man, this suit is beautiful. We need this in Spider-Man 2. So what do you think of my symbiote suit wishlist for Marvel Spider-Man 2? What symbiote suits do you want to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2? Or like, do you agree with any of my picks? Make sure you comment your opinion down below so I can discuss all that with you in the comment section. Thank you for taking time out of your day to click on this video. If you are new to the channel, I cover Spider-Man related scoops, rumors, leaks, confirmations for the games, movies, TV shows, and I try to upload as much as I can. So if any of that interests you, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I keep fucking that up. If you want more of this type of content, leave a like on the video. Don't forget to check out my latest video on the left if you haven't already. I hope you ever had a good day and that you enjoyed the video. Until next time.